your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100+ globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like Generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100+ global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500+ multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100+ authorized training partners and 50+ universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000+ members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100+ globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like Generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100+ global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500+ multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100+ authorized training partners and 50+ universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000+ members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are joining from. Thank you so much for joining today's session. We'll be starting a session now. Please allow me to share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to you all, and I'm extremely sorry I have to keep my camera off as I'm facing bandwidth issue. This is Preetham, the host of this event. I'll be taking care of the chat box. If you need any assistance during the chat box during the session, please reach out to me or through the chat box, and I'll be taking care of it. So, a warm welcome to you all to Global Skill Development Council (GSDC) Certified Learning, Driving Efficiency and Innovation in Manufacturing with Generative AI, with a theme that is drive smart production and operational efficiency with AI solution. And I'm super excited to host this entire event. We have already done with two sessions so far. And as this is scheduled from 13th October 2025 with the time slot that is 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore time. So please do join us for remaining session. And with that, I would love to inform you all the scheduled speaker got some emergency earlier. So our subject matter expert Akshat Modi, he'll be taking today's session and he'll be taking us through the topic that is the future of manufacturing documentation, generating SOPs and manuals automatically with cloud.ai. So before he could start with his session, I would love to introduce our hosting organization, GSDC. We're known as Global Skill Development Council. We're vendor agnostic, vendor neutral, and we're accredited by NSI and APICB, and we have certified more than 100 plus certification we have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals worldwide. We have 500 SMEs. Those are subject matter expert, industry experts. They're affiliates from top universities like Harvard, Stanford, MIT. Also, we are associated with 1,000 multinational corporates and 500 Fortune companies and 50 plus universities across the globe. And I'm very proud to inform you all that we do have 100 plus authorized training partner across the globe. We have partner in Asia, Africa, Canada, America, and many other countries. So I would love to thank you, those who have joined us through our training partner channel. In case if you're looking for any training program for yourself, feel free to reach out to our training partner to have an inquiry about the same. I'll share the link in the chat box shortly. A special thanks to our official media partner, World Press Hub, who covers all our events and press releases. So as I mentioned earlier in my previous slide, we do have 100 plus certification portfolio. So our current certification portfolio holds certification on emerging technologies, agile and DevOps, quality and compliance learning and development, digital transformation, and so on. In case if you're looking for any of this certification in order to upskill yourself, you can definitely reach out to our learning advisor to get more information, or you can check out our website mentioned below, that is www.gsdcouncil.org, to get more information on the certifications and to check all the offerings that GSDC has for all of you. So what all benefits you'll be getting if you get a certification through GSDC? You'll become GSDC's member for a lifelong, and with that you'll be getting certificate upgrade. You'll be having free access to all our events, workshop, boot camps, and guess what? You'll be having access to all our exclusive learning program that we have. With that you'll be getting implementation resources, speaker invites, and newsletter. Isn't it great? So do grab this opportunity and do sign up yourself for this certification program. I'll be sharing all the details in the chat box shortly. So without any further delay, I would love to introduce Akshat. Akshat is an experienced AI consultant with over 3 years of expertise in artificial intelligence and machine learning at GSTC. He has trained professionals globally, including participants from top organizations such as Capgemini, FIS Global, TCS, UST, A Bank, and Accenture. His specialization lies in generative AI, including advanced models like GPT, DAL.E, and GANs, with applications across project management, cybersecurity, risk and compliance, sales, HR, and L&D. Akshat is widely recognized as simplifying complex AI concept and delivering engaging practical learning experience. It's good to have Akshat. Thank you so much for joining today's session and being here as a speaker. It's very proud thing. You can have the handover of the virtual mic now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Preetham, for the introduction. So just let me quickly share my screen and then we can start. So hello everyone, I'm Akshad. I'll be your host for today and I'll be your speaker for today as well. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So in a production line of work. Let's take a deep breath and imagine that the end of a very busy production shift. The machines are finally quiet. An operator scribbles a rough note like seal is not firm, the printer is refreshed, and I have adjusted the temperature to 185. That little piece of paper in most of the factories, it can get folded, it can maybe typed up later, maybe lost. But what if by the time in the morning you are grabbing your coffee, an AI system has already turned that note into a clean, polished, standard operating procedure that we usually call as SOP, formatted, reviewed, and ready for tomorrow's crew. So that's what today's session is about. Generative AI in manufacturing and how tools like Claude AI are changing the rhythm of industrial work. We hear a lot about AI these days: automation, robots, predictions, big data. But this talk isn't about the machines that move, it is about the machines that write, summarize, and explain. So think of it as the most patient documentation assistant you have heard of. Generative AI, how it can help, it can read thousands of pages of manufacturing manuals, it can learn from your tone, it can then write like your best process. When we use systems like Claude, we aren't handling over control, we are giving ourselves a new kind of assistant. One assistant that will never complain, that will never forget, and that always keeps the format right. Every factory that I have seen has a similar pattern: knowledge everywhere, documentation nowhere. Notes on the whiteboards, lessons in the WhatsApp groups, memories in the people's heads. The challenge isn't lack of expertise, it is lack of capture. So, generative AI is solving this problem quietly, almost elegantly. It will listen, it will read, and it will rewrite chaos into clarity. So, imagine a scenario where you are upholding the last month's maintenance logs into Claude and asking it to summarize the recurring issues. In 30-40 seconds, you will get a clear list: the seal temperature fluctuations, or the alignment issues, or the printer calibration delay. So, this is not science fiction. This is today. So, here's a real world example. A packaging plant, they struggled for weeks for inconsistent sealing. Each supervisor had their own fix. One evening, they combined all of the notes, fed them into a generative AI system like ChatGPT with a simple prompt: write one SOP for packaging line setup. Out of Out of the generative AI model came a precise, unified document. The next week, defect rates they dropped until by 30%, I guess, and training time for new operators were cut in half. Nobody lost a job. People just stopped rewriting the same thing 10 times. That's a quiet evolution. Not robot replacing humans, but machines documenting the human wisdom. So, as we start this session, remember that factories do not run on machine alone. They are running on knowledge, and knowledge must be captured. So, generative AI is the bridge between what we know and what we can repeat perfectly each day. So, today's session will show you exactly how a simple set of operator notes can transform into a professional SOP, an operator checklist, and even a section of a plant manual, all with the help of the AI tool that we are going to use today, that is Claude AI. So let's move to the next slide. Our next slide will peel back the curtain and explain in the simplest way what generative AI actually is and why it is mattering for every manufacturing industry.
I'm sorry, Akshat, to interrupt you. We can see your first slide. Now it's moving. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's start very simple. I'll not dive into any technicality. Generative AI or Gen AI, it is just a fancy way of saying a type of technology that can create new things. How it can create? It has learned a lot of data. To give you an exact value, exact number, generative AI models like ChatGPT, they have been trained on more than 575 billion data sets. So it will not only copy these things, it will learn from the pattern, it will generate the new text, the new images, the new code, the new designs, everything. That makes sense in the context. If that sounds abstract, let's make it concrete. Imagine you have trained a new operator on your packaging line. After a few weeks, that operator starts picking up your habits: how you check the film alignment, how you reset the printer, how you document your daily setup. Now, imagine if the same operator could remember every note, every instruction, and every troubleshooting tip from every line in your factory forever. Also, it is not taking any leave, it is not taking any holiday. It is working 24 into 7 into 365. So that is what generative AI is doing for you. It is like having a super trainee, one who will never forget, never get tired, and can write, summarize, and explain things in seconds. Now, how this works? So here's the key idea. Generative AI doesn't think like humans. It doesn't dream, plan, or make emotional decisions. What it does is something very powerful. It will predict what is the fit best based on what it has already seen. For example, if I give it 10 SOPs from your plant and ask it to write the 11th one, it will study the structure, the tone, and the wording from the existing ones. Then it will predict what's the next logical sentence or section should look like. And you will get a consistent professional document in your standard format. So, to be very clear and simple, it will learn from the patterns, it will learn from your examples. Just like a new engineer, a new operator learns by shadowing a senior. And once it is trained, it can automate repetitive, documentation heavy tasks, the kind of tasks that consume hours or usually days of valuable engineering time. But here is the beauty. Many people are saying that generative AI will take the jobs, AI is going to replace humans. It will not replace humans. It will not replace the expertise, it will amplify it. Instead of spending half of your time formatting reports or retyping the notes, you can let the AI to handle that part while you focus on the deeper engineering and problem solving that truly need your brain. Now, three things that generative AI does brilliantly. Number one, it creates content. That means it can take raw operator notes, maintenance logs, or QA checklist and instantly turn them into well written documents. Think of SOP ready without opening a Word file. Second is it learns from the patterns. If your company has a standard way of writing the SOPs, writing the instructions, defining the safety steps, AI will learn from the tone and the formatting. Every output generates follow your internal standards automatically. The template, the logo, everything. Third, as I told earlier, it will not take any leave. It works 24 into 7. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't wait for approvals. It doesn't calls in stick. Whether it is midnight or a Sunday, if it is there to help you with a document, plan, or report in the exact same consistent manner every single time. Let me give you a relatable example for this. Think of generative AI as the one trainee who listens to every senior operator, who notes down every trick, who creates the perfect checklist combining the best. Except this trainee never forgets, never misplaces, and can produce the right instruction in seconds. That's why multiple factories all over the globe, all over the world, they are adopting generative AI. They are not becoming robotic. They are becoming smarter. They are perceiving the human knowledge. They are making it reusable and ensuring that what one person learns today can benefit everyone tomorrow. So, in short, generative AI does not replace people. It simply takes away the repetitive load, the typing, the formatting, and the version headaches. It helps the humans to do what humans do best: solve the problems, innovate, and improve. Now that we understand what generative AI is, not scary, not complicated, let's move something far more exciting. How it is already helping manufacturing companies across the world. So I have prepared 5 use cases for you, and I guess many people in the audience can relate to this. Sorry. Yes. So generative AI is quietly transforming the manufacturing industries in 5 ways. Each one solving a very real problem that happens every day in every plant. Let's go through them one by one. First is the automated SOP and process documentation. Think about the hours your engineers or your supervisors spend writing, editing, or updating the SOPs. Most of them start with the handwritten notes, the half filled Excel sheets, the copied templates from some Google website like Kaggle or Excel from old processes. Generative AI changes that completely. You can now feed all of those rough notes. Example, the temperature has been adjusted to 185, the film roll alignment checked, QA signed before start, into a Gen AI tool like Claude. In seconds, it will transform them into a complete structured SOP with the purpose, the scope, the responsibilities, the safety checks, the troubleshooting, everything, all formatted and ready for audit. It's not just documentation, it is standardization at a scale. No more chasing people for missing details, no more inconsistent language. Just one AI assistant creating clear, audit ready SOPs anytime from any set of notes. So, this is the first example, that is automated SOP and document summarization. Second is predictive maintenance summaries. Every plant collects a vast amount of data like sensor data, vibrations, temperature, cycle timers, downtime logs, and most of it sits unused. Generative AI can summarize all of them in plain English. It can look at 1000 lines of maintenance data and write that Compressor 3 is showing abnormal temperature spikes every 72 hours, possible cooling issue. That is not just data, that is an insight. Now, by using Gen AI, you have turned your data into some valuable insight. It means that the maintenance engineers get actionable reports automatically instead of digging through spreadsheets. What is the result of this? What is the benefit of this? Faster diagnosis, less downtime, and more informed preventive actions. Third is quality incident reports. Now, here's something every QA team can relate to: writing the incident reports and the kappa documents. It is very detailed, repetitive, and time consuming, right? So, generative AI can read through the raw data, the sensors, the alerts, the operator notes, the email updates. It can auto draft a complete incident summary. It can suggest possible root causes, preventive steps, and verification measures, all in your standard reporting format. That means that your QA team spends less time typing and more time analyzing the patterns and improving the quality. Fourth is the training material generation. Every new hire struggles with the training manuals. They are often too dense or too outdated. Generative AI can convert these heavy documents into simplified training modules, quizzes, or step-by-step operator guides. You can literally say that Claude, convert this SOP into a 10-step visual guide for trainees. Within minutes, you have a readable, friendly content for onboarding. That is not just automation. That is knowledge democratization. Everyone can learn faster, safer, and smarter. Now, here's the one you will love: the supplier communication and the reports. Supplier emails, the RFQs, the RFPs, the SOPs, TOCs, the vendor scorecards, the meeting minutes. We all know how repetitive and time consuming all of these documents are. Like, to be very honest, in my opinion, I hate them. Generative AI can draft the RFPs, RFQs, summarize the supplier meetings, and even prepare vendor performance reports. It will ensure that every document follows your company communication tone and stays professional every single time. It is like having an executive assistant who never sleeps. So, these five use cases, from SOP automation to the supplier communication, are not theoretical. They are already happening in the smart factories around the world. What is common across all of them? They will remove the bottlenecks, eliminate the knowledge silos, and free the skilled workers for repetitive writing so they can focus on problem solving, innovation, and process improvement. That's the real transformation. Not machines replacing the people, but people doing higher value work because machines handle the paperwork. Now, let's dive some little deeper. In the next slide, we will see how exactly this looks in action. A real case of Claude AI to turn raw operator into a professional SOP. But before that, we will see what is Claude. Now that we know that what generative AI can do, let's meet the star of today's session, Claude AI. So Claude is a large language model that is built by a company called Anthropic. But let's not just get lost into technicalities. Here's the easiest way to understand it. Claude is a smart assistant that reads, understands, and writes like a human. It does so at a superhuman speed across hundreds of documents at once. If GPT is known for creativity and conversation, Claude is known for something even more valuable in manufacturing: clarity, reasoning, and precision. It doesn't just generate random text, it can analyze, it can interpret, it can structure the complex technical information in a way that feels natural, as if a senior engineer had written it. So let's start with one of the Claude's biggest strengths. First is the text analysis. Manufacturing the organizations produce a massive amount documentation. Machine logs, inspection reports, SOPs, shift notes, training manuals, the vendor records. The list never ends. Claude can read through all of that, summarize the key points, and highlight what actually matters. Imagine you upload 10 maintenance records and 3 QA logs, and you ask Claude that summarize the top 3 recurring issues from last month. And in seconds, it will tell you the frequent alignment in drift packaging line 2 and everything. So that is the power of text analysis. No scrolling to Excel, no digging through the PDF reports, just script insights ready to act upon. Second is the conversational interface. So this is my personal choice. This is I like the most. Now, this is what makes Claude feel magical. It is conversational interface. You don't have to know coding, scripting, or data science. You simply talk to it like you would talk to a colleague. You can say that Claude create a safety checklist for the packaging operators, or Claude write an SOP for the bottle labeling based on these steps. And instantly it will produce a neat structured document, formatted, clear and compliant. So this turns your AI into a co-pilot for documentation. Not a machine that you control, but a partner you can collaborate with. It is having it is like having a expert technical writer sitting beside you, available every single day, every single minute. Third is what Claude is best about, the complex reasoning. Manufacturing processes, they are rarely straightforward. Let's say let's say your sealing failures happen only on Mondays. Sounds random, right? Claude can read through the logs, analyze the sequence, and suggest that on Sundays, the maintenance routine skips a temperature calibration step. That's why the sealing failures are happening on the Monday. It connects the dots, it sees the pattern that you don't even know were there. It identifies the gaps, the inconsistencies, or missing steps across documents, things the human's eye might overlook. That's why companies are beginning to use Claude not just as a writer, but as a knowledge auditor, a silent reviewer that ensures every process, every checklist, every SOP that they align perfectly with a real world practice. To sum it up, Claude reads faster than any engineer, it writes clearer than most documentation tools, and it reasons deeply enough to process the flaws before they turn into problems. But it's not here to replace the experts, it's here to elevate the expertise. It gives your supervisors, QA managers, and maintenance teams to digitally ally that understands manufacturing documentation like a human, but operates with the precision of a machine. Now, let's move from theory to practice. In the next slide, I'll show you a live demo of Claude in action, how it can take a raw set of operator notes, turn it into a polished professional SOP ready for production. I'll quickly reshare my screen. I'll stop this. I'll share the Claude screen. Just let me open Claude. Okay. I hope my Claude screen is visible to everyone. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, Akshat, we can see your
Yes.
screen.
Great. So what we want to do is, we want to see how Claude can turn something as ordinary as a set of operator notes into professional standardized SOP, ready for audits, onboarding and training. So this is the kind of task that normally takes a process engineer or documentation specialist several hours. But with Claude AI, we will do it under 2 minutes. So every manufacturing floor has a hidden gold mine, the operator notes. Shift logs, sticky notes, WhatsApp updates, they are everywhere, but scattered. Inside those notes lies the real process knowledge that keeps a plant running. Unfortunately, that knowledge rarely makes it into proper documentation. So today we will fix that. We will take a real set of packaging line setup notes written informally by an operator. We will transform it into a clean, structured SOP using Claude AI. So the step one is open Claude AI. So I am opening Claude AI. I have already opened Claude AI. This is the link. It is a web-based conversational AI tool. No special installation, no coding, just a chat window like any messaging app. You can think of Claude as your digital documentation partner, someone you can brief like a human. Now I'm going to paste a prompt into Claude. So this is where you can write the prompt. Here's exactly what we are telling it. This is the instruction or job description for the AI. So I've already made a prompt. I'll showcase that prompt to you first. So this is the prompt that I have made. You are a manufacturing documentation specialist. Create a detailed SOP for packaging line setup using the following raw operator notes. You have to follow this structure, the purpose, the scope, the responsibilities, the materials, the step-by-step procedure, safety and quality checks, the common issues. And I've also told it to use a clear, concise, and operator-friendly language. Ensure that the tone is professional and formatted for manufacturing document. And below that, I paste the operator notes all those small messy bullet points from the shift log. So this is an example of the operator notes. Date 10th of March, shift line, packaging line 3, prepared by Rajesh. The setups, before starting, check that power supply and compressed air lines are on. Conveyor belts often need cleaning before the first run. Film roll should not match. Product size 500 ml bottles, medium roll. Install roll on spindle and align mark with set. So this is an example of all the operator notes, then the operator issues, then the safety reminders, the additional comments, everything. What I will do is I'll simply copy this prompt with alongside with the operator notes. I'll once again go to Claude. I will simply paste this prompt here. You are a manufacturing document specialist, create a detail standard, everything that we have just now listened. So the first step is opening Claude. Step 2 is typing the prompt. Step 3 is hit enter button and wait. That's it. One click. Now watch what happens. Okay, just give me a minute. I think I might have some issue. Okay, my Claude is not working. Just give me a minute. I'll check. Okay, so it is telling me that my plan has reached its limits. I'll just log in with some another account. Hmm. Okay, we are back. So I'll start sharing once again. Yes. So we will dive it into once again. Step 1. Step 1 was opening Claude. Step 2 is copying the prompt and pasting the prompt here. Now I'll simply wait for to complete the action. Claude will start reading through every bullet point. It will identify the pattern. It will then rewrite them to perfectly structured SOP. Within seconds, it will generate something like this. So we'll let the output generate. So what an example output will be, it will first give you the purpose. Like as we have told it in the prompt, it will give us the purpose, then the scope. Okay, it has finished generating. So we'll see that how it looks. Okay. It created a professional SOP. It gave us the key features, the professional structure, all 7 required sections and everything. So I'll open this SOP and there we go. First is the title, standard packaging, standard operating procedure. First, it gave us the purpose. So this SOP established the standardized setup process for packaging line 3. Then the scope. This SOP applies to all the operators, all the supervisors, morning, afternoon, night shift operations, everything. Then what are the responsibilities of everything? The line operator, the line supervisor, the QA member, the maintenance teams. Let's say maintenance team have responsibilities like perform weekly thermocouple inspection on sealing unit, respond to unit equipment malfunction, and maintain lockout tagout equipment. Then the materials and the equipment section, like the equipment, the materials, the personal protective equipment, the documentation, everything. Then a step-by-step procedure as well. So within seconds, it has generated something like this. What's most amazing is that this is just the first draft. If you say that, like, Claude, rewrite it for a new operator. So it will rewrite this for a new operator in a more simple way. Otherwise, what we can tell it that Claude, format it for an internal audit. So what it will do, it will polish the structure and add compliance wordings. Let's see this one as well. I'll stop this. Yeah. Format it for internal audit. Yeah, there you go. So what's amazing is that this is only the first and second draft with only 2 or 3 prompts. So whatever, as I said, format it for internal audit. It polished the structure and added compliance wordings like the document number, everything. So it's like having a documentation specialist who works 24 into 7, speaks your plant's language, and never needs a break. So what does we just witnessed? We turned an unstructured handwritten shift notes into standardized professional manufacturing documentation. This is exactly how real companies are closing their documentation gaps, preparing for ISO audits without hiring any additional staff. Now, what was the value delivered in this? First, the time reduction. A 3-hour task now takes 3 minutes. Engineers can focus on production and improvement instead of formatting the SOPs. Second, standardization and compliance. Every SOPs, they follow the same structure, the same tone, and the same level of detail. Ideal for audits and cross-shift consistencies. Third, simplified training. Clear, easy to follow instructions mean faster onboarding and less dependency on the senior staff. Now let me give you a real world snapshot for this. A beverage manufacturer, a very famous one, they are using Claude as of now to convert 6 months of handwritten setup notes into standardized SOPs for their packaging and labeling. Within 1 month, the documentation accuracy jumped by 40% and the operator training time dropped by half. They didn't hire any new people. They simply started using their existing knowledge better. That's the quiet revolution I was talking about. Not more people, not more machines, but more intelligence per process. So that's the power of generative AI in its simplest and most practical form. No code, no setup, just a clear thinking and a clear prompt and the right questions. We didn't just create an SOP, we created clarity, consistency, and speed. And this is just the beginning because Claude cannot generate only SOPs, but an operator checklist, training guides, plant manuals, everything, all from the same data. Now let's move it to the next slide. We will explore the multi-document transformation, how the same input can produce 3 different outputs. So again, I'll go to Claude. Okay, I'll open a new chat. Now, we have seen that Claude can transform raw operator notes into a polished audit-ready SOP. Let's take it one more step further. Because in the real world, documentation doesn't stop at SOPs. It expands into checklists, training guide, plant manuals, everything. So this is where the next use case comes in. Use case 2, creating SOPs, checklists, and plant manuals using Claude. This is one. This one's a favorite of mine because it shows the true versatility of generative AI. You will see how, with the same input, the same process details, Claude can create 3 complete different document formats. a formal SOP, a quick operator checklist, and a comprehensive plant manual section. All three serve different audiences, yet all are generated into like 5 or 10 minutes, not just hours. So let's set up the context first. So think about this. When a new process or machine setup is introduced, teams often spend days creating three different versions. First, a detailed SOP for compliance and audit. Then, a short checklist for daily operator use. And then, third, a structural section for the official plant manual. Usually, three people work on it, each writes in their own style. What happens next? First is inconsistency because every person has their unique writing style. Some steps are skipped, the language varies, the quality suffers. With Claude, you can eliminate all of that redundancies. One set of process data, three documents generated instantly. Let's see how. So first, step one will go to prompt. So sorry, step one will go to Claude. Step two, let's see the prompt for this use case now. So this is the prompt. You have to run this prompt in three stages. Each prompt generates a different document type from the same process of information. So the first is create an SOP for line setup. That you are an expert manufacturer documentation writer. Use the process details below. Create a concise and clear standard operating procedure for the packaging line setup. Now what we'll do, I'll paste the same setup that we have used before into Claude. I'll copy this first one. I'll paste the same into Claude once again. So here we'll wait for 2-3 seconds and there you go. Claude instantly generates a professional, well-structured SOP once again. So immediately it gave us the structure, the purpose, the scope, the responsibilities, the procedure steps, everything. It is very clean, it is compliant and formatted for training and audit teams alike. So this is the gold standard documentation. And one more thing, you can align it with your company documentations, you can align it with your company templates and everything. But we are not stopping here. Like it has generated the first SOP, we are not stopping here because the next audience needs something faster and simpler. Now imagine a shift operator, someone who doesn't have time to read a 3-page SOP. They just need a quick 1-page checklist so that they can take off before the starting the line. So here what I have written that this is another prompt 2. Create a 1-page operator checklist for the packaging line setup process using the following details. Organize it under the following headings: pre-start checks, setup steps, safety, and verification. Okay, I'll copy this prompt once again. I'll go to Claude. Claude, it has already created the first SOP for me. Here's the complete SOP it has created. What I will do, I'll come here, I'll paste it. Now, what it will do, from the dense SOP, it will give us a simple, actionable, operator-friendly version. It is fast, it is readable, and perfect for visual boards or digital tablets near machines. You can almost feel the time saved and the consistency gained. If you see date, shift, operator, everything, then it has given you a checklist, main supplies on, compressed air lines, conveyor belts, everything. Then the setup steps, then the test pack verification, the safety requirements, the final verification, everything. That's it. From a complete SOP, in just 5 seconds, you have a simple, actionable, operator-friendly version. It is it is generated in just 10 to 15 seconds. It is readable in a very perfect format from visuals or digital tablets, everything. Now we move towards the third type of document, the plant manual section. So this is what goes into the long term. Your technical handbooks, your quality systems, your training libraries. So this is the third prompt. The tone here is more formal, the structure more detailed, but the data still the same. What is the prompt? You are preparing a technical plant manual entry, write a comprehensive section on the packaging line setup process using the following details: the headings, the process overview, the key requirements, setup, quality, troubleshooting, everything. Simply copy this prompt, go to Claude and paste this prompt in Claude and click on enter. Now Claude, okay, I'll click enter. Now Claude now writes something that feels like it came straight out of a manufacturing handbook, like the process review, the key equipment, the setup sequence. It gave you a very proper sequence like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5 sample pack. Then it will give you the quality and safety controls like maintain the standard temperature, the QA verifies every shift startup, the safety rules including the PPE package, the PPE usage, lockout, tag out, interlock compliance, everything. Then it will give you the troubleshooting notes as well, general troubleshooting approach and everything. And this is the version that would go into your master plan documentation, accessible to engineers, QA leads, auditors, everyone. Three outputs, one data set, three audiences, all generated instantly. So this is the true power of structured prompting. So what we have done right now is known as structured prompting. First, we created an SOP for a line setup. After that, based on that SOP, we created an operator checklist. Based on both of these documents, we created a plant manual section. Three inputs, one data set, three audiences, everything generated within 5 minutes. That's the true power of structured prompting. Now, why this matters? First is when every document, whether an SOP, checklist, or manual section comes from the same source or you remove the variation. Operators, QA teams, engineers, they are literally reading from the same playbook. No more confusion, no more mismatch intrusions, no misstep safety steps. Everyone is speaking only one language, the language of process clarity. Second is reduced human error. Manual documentation is very error prone. Typos, missing steps, formatting the inconsistencies, even factual mistakes. AI automation removes that risk. Claude, it won't get tired. It does not forget the logout, the tagout reminder. It doesn't skip a QA verification line. It will ensure that your documentation is accurate, repeatable, and compliant every single time. So in just a few minutes, you see how Claude transforms the same operator data into a standard operating procedure, detailed, structured, and audit ready, an operator checklist, quick, simple, and actionable, a plant manual section, technical long-term documentation. So in just few minutes, you see have Cloud AI transform the same operator data into SOP, operator checklist, and a prompt manual section. All of it's consistent, error-free, and formatted to your exact standards. Now imagine scaling this across every line, every department, every shift. You create not just documentation, but living intelligence. Knowledge that evolves as your plant is evolving. With that, we have completed our second use case as well. Now we have seen how one AI tool can serve the documentation, the training, the compliance together. Now we'll wrap this journey by looking ahead what the future of generative AI in manufacturing holds and how it is quietly building the foundations of smart factories of tomorrow. So we have come a long way in this session from understanding what Gen AI is to seeing it in action with Claude AI, transforming the raw notes into polished professional manufacturing documentation. Now we have reached the final part. I want to shift gears and talk about what comes next. Because what we have been witnessing right now, what we are witnessing right now, the ability to generate SOP checklist, it is just the first chapter. This is a very big story. So, a story that takes manufacturing from automation to intelligence. Let's start with where are we today? The now moment. Right now, generative AI is primarily a document generation engine. It takes messy, scattered human inputs, operator notes, maintenance logs, sensor summaries, turns them into clear, structured, audit ready content. This is where most organizations begin their AI journey, digitizing the knowledge. AI is helping to convert everything that used to live in paper binders and Excel sheets into standardized digital accessible formats. You have already seen how Claude AI can convert the handwritten notes, create concise operator checklist, create detailed plant manual entries and everything. These are not small wins. For the first time, every worker, every engineer, every auditor has the same version. That's why that's what AI gives us: clarity, consistency, and control. And yet, this is only one step because the real magic begins when we stop using AI as a writer and start using AI as a partner. Second is the near term. As we look a little ahead, the near future. We have already starting to see what AI co-pilots for manufacturing. So these co-pilots, they are not science fiction. They are smart assistants that live within your plant's digital ecosystem. They sit quietly behind your MES, ERP, maintenance dashboards and everything. They analyze the data in real time, whispering insights to the people who need them. Now let's paint a picture. Imagine you are a shift supervisor. You get a message from your AI that conveyor belt 3 is showing an increase in torque and temperature deviation by 7%. Now, this may indicate that the belt tensioning or roller friction and recommend inspection during the next break. Or if you are a QA engineer, let's say batch 4025, seal rejection rate up to 3%. So possible root cause, role alignment. So that's what coming next. Real-time AI-driven decision support. The same Claude AI that today writes SOPs will tomorrow help operators and QA to troubleshoot before the failure happens. It will suggest you preventive actions, remind the QA to verify the anomalies, or even flag potential compliance risks before they escalate. So today it is documentation, tomorrow it will be recommendation, where AI will help every person to make faster and smarter decisions. Then the third is, let's take one step further. The future of this journey is once generative AI connects with IoT, sensors, and ERP systems, we move into an era of self-adapting manufacturing. This is where the processes doesn't just get documented, they evolve. Let's say how will it will look like. The AI will notice that in winter months, ceiling temperature needs 5% offset for consistency. It will automatically update your SOP and checklist for those months. Another example, if a new model printer is installed, the AI will cross-reference the manufacturer specifications, revise your setups instructions overnight. No human intervention required. So this is not just automation, that's autonomy. We are talking about dynamic SOPs, living documents that rewrite themselves based on data and conditions. So that will be a world of self-learning, self-updating manufacturing intelligence. And it is not just science fiction. It is closer than most companies realize. So companies like Siemens, Bosch, GE Digital, they are already experimenting with AI assisted maintenance systems where AI modifies procedures in real-time works. So why does this matter for all of us? Because this shift from automation to intelligence isn't about replacing people. It is about empowering the people with superhuman clarity and consistency. So as we wrap up this session, let me leave you with one thought. Generative AI in manufacturing is not just a technology upgrade. It is a mindset shift. We are moving from who will write the SOP to how AI can help us continuously improve it. From how do we document our process to how do we evolve our process documentation intelligently with AI. Today we document, tomorrow we will decide, and soon we will adapt automatically. That's the road ahead. From automation to decision support to intelligence. And let's not fear this change. Let's lead it because the future of manufacturing isn't machine made, it is human guided and AI powered working in a collaboration. So that's it from my side on today's session from Generative AI in Manufacturing. Thank you all for being a wonderful audience and welcome to the new era of intelligent manufacturing. Thank you everyone for having a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much, Akshay, for such an amazing session. Shall we jump into Q&A now? Do you want me to read the questions for you?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, just give me a minute. So Sanjay is asking, can you please share the MS Word prompt file here on the chat?
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm just doing that only. I'm just sharing all of prompt, the
Okay,
prompt file. Just give me a minute.
sure.
I'll be sharing that file immediately, and I will take the questions myself. No need. Don't.
That's good. Thank you so much. Yeah, perfect.
I have shared the prompt file that I have showcased in the session. You all can use it. Use prompt. Claude is free to use. Simply sign up to Claude, paste these prompts, and you will see the outputs. Now, okay. SOP acronym stands for Standard Operating Procedure. So basically, it is a documented set of step-by-step instructions that are compiled by an organization to help the workers carry out routine operations consistently and efficiently. Then we have, can you please share okay, I've shared. The SOP contains numerical info, document code and other who were not included in the operator nodes. Where do these come from? So the numerical data, the document codes or metadata, it will usually come from the ERP systems, ERP or the MES systems or the document management systems. So operator nodes alone often capture qualitative steps, but not the metadata. So AI, it can combine your operator nodes with these sources to create a complete SOP. Then, okay, I guess that's it. I'm not seeing any other questions. Any other questions from anyone? Okay, so I see one question. I understand the use case of taking handwritten notes into SOP, but what if we have already SOP and want to detect variations between sites, shifts, and operators? So, if you have an existing SOP, you want to detect variations between sites. So, the approach would involve comparative analysis and AI assisted monitoring. Like, you can store all of the SOPs in a centralized repository. You can use AI or specialized comparison tools to detect the differences in the procedure steps, in the measurements. You can use Claude as well. You can upload 2 or 3 SOPs to Claude, and then you can do the document comparison. Like, you can prompt it that detect the differences in the procedure steps or highlight the missing or additional steps between versions or identify the inconsistencies in numerical data. Otherwise, you can simply ask Claude to do a textual comparison, a parameter analysis, and deviation dashboards. So it will detect the wording differences, the variations, and generate reports on that as well. So even if SOPs already exist, Claude AI can analyze, compare, and detect the variations across locations, shifts, or operators, helping standardize procedures and improving the consistency. Any other questions, anyone? Claude, I have a question from Arup Roy that operator needs to be in Word format or Claude can recognize handwritten notes. No need to worry, Claude can recognize handwritten notes. Tanvir has asked that you mentioned AI is not going to replace humans, but in the long run, isn't it going to cut jobs, especially for those who do the documentation stuff? Okay, so I know that AI is going to cut jobs. I have seen so as a prediction by 2030, AI will cut more than 175 million jobs, but instead it will create more than 300 million jobs on AI. So that's why it isn't going to replace humans. It is just going to replace the jobs with some new jobs in AI field. In general, Can Claude generate status reports, etc. if we supply templates? Definitely. One more thing, if you give it a specific template, it can generate the status report in that specific template itself if you want. Okay, then we have a question. Can we use Claude to analyze RCA in Kappa? Definitely. You can use Claude to analyze the RCA in Kappa. Any other questions, anyone? Pritam, I guess we can end. Like, I have answered almost all of the questions.
Great. Thank you so much, Akshat, for answering all the questions so far. I request all the participants, in case if you have any further question, please do reach out to Akshat. I've already shared his LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. So feel free to reach out to him, or you can post your questions and tag GSDC. We'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you so much. Before I move forward, Akshat would love to hear final thoughts from you for all our participants today.
So, according to me, like someone asked that is AI is going to take jobs. So, I don't think so. And in the terms of generative and manufacturing, Gen AI in manufacturing is not just a technology upgrade, it is a mindset shift. We are moving from who will write the SOP to how AI can help. So that is the road ahead: automation, decision support, and intelligence. The factories of tomorrow won't just be automated, they will be alive with knowledge, and the people working in them won't just operate machines, they will orchestrate the intelligence. So I want all of the guys, all of my team members to not fear this change. Let's lead it. Because the future of manufacturing isn't machine made, it is a collaboration between human and the AI. Thank you.
Very well said. Thank you so much, Akshat, again for amazing session. Can see a lot of appreciation that you are getting for this session. Thank you so much. So, dear participants, again, in case if I miss any question, I can see we are getting still some questions. So please feel free to reach out to Akshat. You'll find his LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. I believe he's more than happy to help you all over there. Or you can tag GSDC, so we will get back to you with that, with the answers. Thank you so much for being here and attending this whole session. I do have some great announcement for all of you. So this is regarding today's certification on certified generative AI in manufacturing. Opt out for this certification as we are providing 20% off with a promo code that you can use, which is AIMF25, to get an amazing discount, which is 25%. So do grab this opportunity and do sign up yourself for this amazing certification program, as whatever the certification you get from GSCC, that gives you lifetime validation, and with that you'll be getting learning resources, which means you'll be getting a lot of case studies to work on, e-learnings, book of knowledge. So these all the resources you'll be getting. These certifications are lifelong learning, which gives you learning flexibility, and you'll be getting a lot of chance to connect with our training partner channel and having a lot of opportunity to work on the capstone project. That is something real time AI simulation practice. So do grab this opportunity. I've already shared all the offer details along with the link and the promo code in the chat box. So this is regarding the utility tool. This tool is really is amazing one, as this tool will help you to build your personal brand. This tool will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score, your AI skills score, and it will also build your resumes with AI. So do grab this opportunity to check this out. You can use this August 100 to get 100% off, which means completely free. And this is only for our webinar attendees. So check this out. And also, let me make this announcement. Tomorrow we'll be having another session, that is fourth session of this webinar series, and we'll be having incredible speaker for aligned for this. With his name is Honor Damir, and he'll be taking us through the topic that is deploying AI, scaling generative AI solution in manufacturing. So please do join us on 16th October 2025 with with the same time slot, that is 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore time. Also, we are running this AI tool challenge. Earlier, it was scheduled for 33 days. Then we are planning to extend it 100 days, as we have got amazing feedback from all the participants. As we have this amazing AI expert who are giving us a live demo session with practical walkthroughs. So we'll be aligning more speakers, more AI experts for this. Will be giving us a live demo on each different AI tool that is present in the market. So please do join us for all the upcoming sessions. We are having this session exact after 1 hour. So do join us. This is started from 18th August and will go till 100 days. Also, we do have these three winners who have referred maximum people to our webinar series specific to this series, and they have ranked first at our leaderboard. You can check your name on the leaderboard by accessing our event web page, where you can just search your name at the leaderboard. You can see how many points that you have earned so far. So do refer maximum people. Will be announcing all the winners at the end of this webinar series, as you still have 2 days to refer maximum people and to be our winner. So referring people to knowledgeable sessions like this, powerful sessions like this, you're already taking a step ahead and becoming a thoughtful leader. So do grab this opportunity, be our winner, as top 3 winner will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame. And of course, in case if you want to be our speaker for our upcoming event, please feel free to reach out to us, as we'll be having global platforms like Learning Capsule, webinars, and the podcast. We would love to connect with you all over social media. Scan this QR to connect with us over the LinkedIn. You can check our website, that is www.gsdcouncil.org, to get more information and to check all the offerings that GSDC has for all of you. Also connect with us over the WhatsApp to get daily update on event, webinar, boot camps that we often conduct. And please do share your valuable feedback on the Trust Pilot. You will find the link in the chat box. And thank you everyone for joining today's session. I hope to see you all for the remaining session as well. Until then, please take care of yourself and keep learning. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Akshat. Bye everyone.